servo skull?
Viridian, the servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am...
Irritant signal silenced. Continue to discuss your fate amongst yourselves. It changes nothing.
Block out any distractions. Our orders stand.
A suggestion: abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Lagos biologists. Do you know what Gallio and Trin achieved together in the past? Ask about Project Zeta 6 if you ever speak to him again.
That Trigon is a greater threat than a malfunctioning servo skull.
Combat, Tyranids. Iron Halo protocol in progress. Critical observation. Servo systems compromised. Maintain focus on the mission. Target Xenos bio. Enhanced tactic ready. Walls appear unreachable by the Trigon.
I do not trust the Xenos to remain idle while we elude it.
Stockpile marked. Obtaining armaments. Medical resupply encouraged.
That is the biggest tyranny I've seen.
Formulating Trigon kill chain tactics.
I was worried you had fallen victim to Mitrian's mastery of malphonic disruptive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with relief cools my remaining skin. Be warned, Viridian. Mitrian cannot hope to stand against you alone, so she will lie and stall in hope the Xenos swarm will devour you. Case in point, she has enslaved that servo skull as a crude mouthpiece. But give her word zero credibility for the mission's sake. And your own.
Heard and acknowledged.
Agora, pelo
Advance to position.
Gallio knows nothing of the shadow in the wall and its myriad secrets.
Our objective,
But I
always.
do.
Ready for next encounter. Trigon operation jeopardized.
The facility will be infested in moments.
Status. The facility is well stocked in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Procure melter charges and affix them to the Tyranid burrows. Melter charge deployment approved.
Melter charge! Relegate the Xenos waves with the melter charges! Charge detonated. Tyranids destroyed.
Tyranid threat. Fire from ahead. You are ready to re-engage the enemy.
This is the wrong path. We must turn back.
Strategic point marked. Mark Xenos combatant. Nullify the button before it rallies more enemies. Additional melter charge secured.
Authorization granted. Exercise proper precautions when handling melter charges.
Annihilate Tyranid rally points.
Place melter charges on the Xenon swarm spots!
Delta detonation materials available.
Iron Halo
The
ready.
thermal power of the Imperium will halt this infestation.
Tyranid battle clear. Packing up melter munitions obtained.
Melter charges released. Protective eye gear also available.
Eradicate the Xenos crawlways with the melter charges!
The Residius system will be your tool.
Utilize melter tactics to negate Xenos' presence.
The thermal power of the Imperium will halt this infestation.
Annihilate Tyranid rally points.
Place melter charges on the Xenon swarm spots!
Melter charge deployment approved.
Tunnel collapsed.
Advance towards objective. There is no turning back.
Inside the facility, you'll find Metrian, cowering in her data enclave.
Gallia, old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to thews of soft tissue. Remember, meat lacks efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation for far longer.
How far you have
Noel,
fallen,
Adrian, you will all be dead by now.
I must drag you back into the light. backup power cell. She hopes the Tyranids will annihilate you, but she underestimates the second coming.
Tactical pivot. Locate generator power cell.
I beseech you, Galio. Bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good Grox. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted. After the mind probes, of course.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astartes shall die here, alone, in the dark. Light and darkness. How easily flesh parts deceive their perception.
Disrupt her attempts to connect with Percepti's network. Victory will seize any opportunity to damage crucial data, which would deem this mission a failure. Do not let her connect to the consoles.
I am copies of copies, backups of backups, and I degrade not. You have already fallen.
Establish perimeters on console. Commencing signal disruption. Execute iron cable tactics.
Metrian's connection is now offline. Return to Metrian's containment unit. See, Metrian, the more you thrash, the deeper you set our hooks.
These tender tools of Astartes' flesh have accomplished nothing, Galio. My machinations are already achieving my designs. You are fools, peasants.
Silence, Metrian. Meridian, confirm possession of her quivering mass of computational gray matter.
Lagos biology possession.
Pilot, Meridian is ready for evacuation. Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Meridian.
Lockdown sector.
Quand la queue qui voit, je sais que même le carré.
Activating.
High priority tier eliminated. Iron Halo online.
Be ready.
Atmospheric conditions deteriorating.
War space scan confirms this is the correct vector.
deployed.
Specialized fire neutralized.
Enhanced tactic ready. Resupply there. Refilling magazines. Stim cache here. Packing up equipment.
The armory provides.
Reminder. Priority is to cover ground as quickly as possible.
Medical cash on me. No telling what surprises await. Picking up extra rounds.
data set she possesses are for Mechanicus eyes only. But rest assured, she is in trustworthy hands now. You have my gratitude for your efforts, and I shall recommend some honorifics for your service, of course. There is much to pass, much to learn, and much to reminisce about.